Hello and welcome everybody back to the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Kebablord here, and we are continuing with our big Anno 1800 Let's Play, and now up to solving the big mystery of last episode. That was this little island that I couldn't even see here on the minimap, so apparently, yeah, here it is. Wow, that was just sadistic of a game. But okay, we can do that, so... yeah, time to discover the last of the 4 islands. And mapping Enbesa for...
What? An arch like a
Archibald?
finishing post? Oh, perhaps we should dash a frivolous furlong or two. On course.
Race at the Great Arc. Wow.
Ah, you're ready. Heading set.
Yeah, sorry Archie, but you can't win.
Good on you. Always were a thoroughbred, indeed, indeed. We'll name the arch Victory Bow. That's all of the major landmarks. You realize you've done the Queen a vital service. Accurate cartography is of great importance to the Empire, if we really are to master the country.
Yeah, you will not, Archie. I will prevent that from happening. So, and here's also another quest. So many quests! So much to do!
Wrote a poem because I worry for the nature in Enbesa. We're in your debt.
On course.
There's a land where the mountains are nameless and the rivers all run God knows where. There's a land where life and love is boundless and soft-scented honey wafts through the air.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Wonderful.
As a younger man, I shared the dreams of the shepherds, and to an extent still do. Enbesa must adapt if it is to rise anew.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Problem solved again.
Every little bit could make a difference for us.
Fine. Well,
Who are you, Machiavelli? Don't you think I know a gallant from a shark by now?
Okay, apparently diplomacy with them is failing at the moment. Maybe I should do later some quests for them.
On course.
But first...
I wish Hallmann knew it, but we need time to prepare. Shall we, friend? Now to find those pumps. Simple, harmless. None need be hurt.
Maneuvering.
I will
Such
not have
dramatic
families torn
music.
asunder by one man's blind greed.
Well, we wouldn't have that issue if you would not have shared the blueprints. Fitema. Oh well.
He can't manage on this land without our help. Yet he says we need him. We never needed him. Never. Let the Lycaon see how well he fares without water. We have no need of his arrogance and pride.
Is this the hospitality of Enbesa? Flames and steel in the night. Seize him and see to his extradition.
There will be no transportation. Binyam is a subject of Enbesa and will be returned to us for trial.
And who are you, O king, to countermand the will of empire? I fear our talk must now be of fleets and steel.
There are many beliefs in Enbesa, but only one faith. In troubled times, the people look to their lords and to the Lord above to provide solace. You may need a different type of wood, perhaps from your homeland, for this.
Oh well, we also solved that, so... yeah, all the preparation time was totally worth it.
How well I used to know these verses, studying every day in King Wag, my father's chapel. A letter has come for Binyam from his mother. You will go and explain to her how your recklessness put her son in danger.
My recklessness?
If naught has changed by your return, the ships will sail to our foe in arms and visit the wrath of the Empire upon him.
Treasure von Enbesa, Binyam, my love, mother hasn't heard from you in a while and is heart sick with worry, so do please write. I am sure you have not forgotten me here by Wazi, as you have always been such an attentive boy, always helping mother cook and clean the lifelong years. I'm sure you must simply be so time busy with Janihoy Kitema's plans for Taborim and this important visitor from afar. Perhaps your plan for a research institute has met with approval. Oh yes, indeed, I cling to the thought that such things keep you from me, and that no misfortune is the cause of his sudden silence between us. My affection wishes, as always, your mother, Kyria.
Binyam, is that you? Oh, my apologies. I thought you were my son. And you would be?
Well, I don't lie. Sir Archibald, then the moment I have always feared has come, though for it to come like this. There may yet be a way to settle the matter, but it will not be pleasant for any concerned. How would you like to help an old lady replant her orange trees? Be sure to dig deep when you do.
Honesty is a virtue, however painful the truth may be. The roots are deep. Make sure to sift through the earth to clear it all, will you? I kept a diary of sorts when I was younger, before Binyam was born. You may find it of interest.
Binyam is the son of Archie. Many soldiers on Via de Cher come from the north. Yara and the older girls say, Northerners are bad swords, and then when the Lord of Kush is taken, they will turn on us. Those who have given them Aku. But today I have come to know at least one who is warm capable. Thoughts of a boy soldier distract me, and I am scolded by the elders, just like the Northerners Yara complains of. The other soldiers mocked their lieutenant when he stopped to help me. Of course I can drain the pus from a horse's stone bruise alone, but I could not just turn him away. I saw him today, my boy soldier, up on the walls of Ixar. Seems they are planning to stay a while longer, as they have King Wag's blessing in their war against the Kushites. When my boy soldier looked down and noticed me there, he smiled and waved. Although I did my best to frown, he only smiled more. Now the lieutenant knows the word Ishid, which, as we know, is a word with many uses. Impertinent of you to ask, my dear diary, so I taught him some boned words too. None of the other soldiers are learning Vahadisha, so I must assume that he does it for my own special benefit. He cannot believe the sweetness of the oranges in the grove, my soldier boy. The little sneak-jad followed me home. Under their shadow he told me of the kings and queens in the old world. His king, he says, is violent mad, and I tell him King Varg is much the same, like twins separated at birth. I feel sad as he looks softly into my eyes and says, with a ruler like that, you never know where they send you next. He comes in secret to my garden every evening. It's not the oranges that interest him, but they are always the excuse. So sweet, he says, the silly boy soldier. Your friends up at the Czar, do they not miss you? I ask, do you not like to drink scotch and ill-speak the many women you know? No, he says, I prefer to be here with you. I told him, Avo, I said, I have a baby in my belly. He told me it was wonderful news and embraced me as never before. Feeling his warm cheek on mine, I pushed him away to get a better look at him, brushing the silly flop of hair from his eyes. You are going to be a father now. You can't be a soldier boy anymore. I worry when I see his face, eyes dancing around up to what Vexar, but still my boy soldier dotes in his curia when he can, which is not so often anymore. He tells me rumor of our being together has reached the regiment. So, I reply, better the truth is out, and you won't be one of them much longer anyway. But he turns his head, and will speak no more of it. Of course he has left us here, the bump and I. Why a northerner? I should have listened to Yara. Everyone told me I was a fool. The last he said was meet me under the orange trees. But he didn't come to me that day, nor any day since. Duty is what he will call it. His ship slipping now in starless grey back to his home. I bury our wreaths of orange blossom in a love grave. Binyam was born 3 days ago, and he is beautiful, so beautiful. Why did I ever doubt it? But I love him. He is Binyam, after his great-grandfather. When I woke, they gave me a birth gift from the father. Get out, I yelled, and then cried to myself for a while. I will not read what crawls about like scorpions in his note, but there was money, so much money. At least Orange Street Binyam will live his life better than I'll of mine.
The truth is an orange, sour-skinned and pithy.
Heading set.
Sharpen your blade, and when ready, peel it open. Ah! I suppose Lord Binyam forgot something and sent you back for it?
Archibald Black, Old World, 1st Battalion, Lieutenant Vahadisha. There he is!
Dirigibbling.
So Binyam knows. I had thought it best to keep it from him. All those years. Keep him safe. Besides, they paid me to keep quiet about it. Yalehoy Katima. I do not know how to put this. I knew Sir Archibald before. He and I were in love once. Binyam is the product of that union.
I had a suspicion there was something, but this... Thank you for sharing, Elder Kyria. It may prove our salvation. But for you to appeal to Archibald's heart, Kyria, you must be able to reach him.
On course.
I fear then we have no choice but to carve you a path through the royal fleet.
Fleet embarking.
Really, a new combat situation? Well then.
Done.
Fleet moving in convoy.
under attack.
Well, I guess a little war has started.
Destroyed, and for what? So a kinglet may make a mistaken point?
The way is clear, and time is of the essence. Kyria must be brought to Sir Blake before he settles upon retaliation he will live to regret.
Archibald, I want to say you look well, but exertion does not become you.
Kyria? It is you. Those quizzical eyes. How could I forget?
Release him, Archibald.
Him? You mean... Not Binyam? He can't be.
Awo, Binyam is my boy.
The prisoner is to receive a full pardon. Return his possessions. We go to meet the Emperor.
I believe I know why you have freed Binyam and come before me.
Yanahoy Ketema, there will be no war between us. For the truth is, I have no quarrel with any here, save myself. I have all along had power to do great good here, yet was distracted and upset by matters personal. I do not ask your forgiveness, Binyam, but perhaps in time.
He is no father of mine, nor has he earned that title.
He only saw me, Archibald. He did not see you for many years.
How often I wondered, yearned, but I never could. And I regret it. I regret it. No one could ever have replaced either of you. But I poured all that terrible guilt with constancy into Her Majesty's nurture and protection.
Then care for this land as much as you do her, and perhaps our peoples can still bond in sisterhood.
And that is why Kiburi Binyam, most patient Emperor Ketema, I will make the necessary arrangements for a swift departure, and open myself up to negotiations between our people. May Her Majesty hang me for it. All the arrangements are made. Not a trace left on the island. Escort me before Emperor Ketema once more. I am ready to negotiate. Right path. Apart from security. Heading set. I should have known better than to fear and deny the past. To lie to others, lie to myself. Only the worst of politicians would do that. Heading set.
That fell into place.
Maneuvering.
Now come on, Archie. be quicker.
Heading set. Maneuvering. Heading set. Flight path plotted. Heading set. Dirigibbling.
It is only fair that those there at the start be there at this new beginning as well.
A royal acknowledgement is due.
Sir Blake, I am glad to see you back at the negotiation table, and with, if I be not mistaken, a certain composure to your
People
face.
celebrate
Nevertheless,
your
as this has been difficult business, I hope you will take this opportunity to recognize Enbesa as an empire worthy of an alliance. Katima glances across the table at you. Don't you agree, my long-standing steward? Enbesa grows greatly, does it not? Yes, quite right. I will add that the crown recognizes Enbesa as an empire of significant size and promise. Anything else? And Enbesa is united. There's no internal strife or unresolved quarrel from any quarter that Her Majesty should be aware of. Yes, I must admit, Johnny Hoy, I was surprised to see all these communities formerly so opposed to Enbesa and unification now incorporate. The mark of a true leader, such as Her Majesty. I think she will be delighted, therefore, to call Enbesa an equal. I'm starting to feel it is I who should be selling this alliance to you, gentle Emperor, perhaps having a foot in both camps, so to speak. Your remarkable Keftania steward here could elaborate on why Her Majesty might make a worthwhile ally to Enbesa. Unlock condition. Choose Archibald's side wherever possible. Yeah, I did. And I can't remember. Was it you or someone else that helped me get to grips of a mapping fluke? Yes, I helped. Accurate cartographical charts are a key part of a crown's very wise strategy. A wise queen indeed is she who understands a map is worth more than 2 galleons. Although if you don't mind, Sir Archibald, we will continue to use the names for our landmarks bequeathed to us millennia ago. If I may, Johnny Hoy, Sir Archibald, I have a proposal of my own to append to this alliance, which I believe shall strengthen it tenfold. All my life have I desired to bridge learning across the globe, to share knowledge from all lanes of human experience. Here's my blueprint for a research institute at which all world scholars can come together. Where better than the melting pot that is the old world to construct such a wonder and seem brighter futures for all. Oh, sorry for that.
All the best news never sees print.
Queen's Ambassador Sir Archibald Blake shows commitment to ambassador independence by dismantling imperial presence in the region and recognizing Emperor Katima and his people as equals.
You have brought much change to our land, but not all of it is evil. Under your rule, the Emperor's dream of unity does not seem so hopeless.
I'm sure you've received mighty gifts with great praise. But I'll say it anyway. Our lives are all the better for your guidance. So, well, thank you.
On course. So many new horizons. This is the new age of Enbesa, and we have you to thank for it.
I need not say, I think, how much I owe. I will only say this. Look to the skies today, see the glory of Enbesa united, and know that history will remember your part.
On course.
Every individual is the architect.
I better watch what I say.
Dirigibbling. Right.
So apparently we get here a few more people. Oh, the Amadi Ilga might actually be a nice addition here.
My son sent me.
The Emperor may have granted you stewardship, but it will take more than a piece of... Say you were invited to my home. What should you bring to honor the invitation?
Awaiting course.
How very like a foreigner to bring a gift that loudly proclaims their means.
Well, apparently I failed. Okay, so, yeah. We made peace. There's now the consulate of a crown in Enbesa. Yeah, that looks like a proper thumbnail. And yeah, I hope you liked this episode. In the next episode we are focusing on the Research Institute and are going for building the first scholar residences. Really looking forward to that one. And yeah, if you liked this episode, then please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you have any feedback or questions, then just type it down in the comments. And you may of course also join our community Discord for asking me or the others directly. You will find an invitation link in the video description down below. And aside from that, of course, whenever I upload a new episode, you can get a notification if you are subscribed to the channel. And with that, I say goodbye and see you next time in Anno 1800. Bye bye!